Hi, this is John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Welcome to another edition of Handicapping Your Elite MBA Odds. I am here with my partner in crime,
Sandy Kreisberg, thehbsguru.com.
And Sandy, we have another candidate here who is similar to a lot of candidates that you've reviewed over the years. We would call him a silver candidate.
Yes.
Right? So he's a 24-year-old male.
This guy is pure silver.
Yes.
Everything about him rings silver. But here's what we mean by silver.
Okay.
Silver means not gold. So that means if you didn't go to an Ivy League school, but you went to a good school, that's silver. If you work for a middle market firm and not an elite firm, that's silver.
Right.
And if you have a 710 GMAT, that's silver. That's what we mean.
It's which is very good. It's just not gold.
But a lot of people who are silver, guess what they want to do?
They want to go to a gold school.
The alchemy is what they're looking for. They want to turn themselves into gold.
Yes, indeed. Can't blame them for that. So, 24-year-old male, Israeli, Belgian, and a U.S. citizen, speaks 3 languages, immigrated to the U.S. at an early age, went to a top 10.
Say that so people can understand it.
Okay.
This guy was probably born in Israel, emigrated to Belgium? Yeah. And then moved to the U.S. at an early age.
Right.
That's the guy's background.
That's right.
He claims he's got 3 citizenships, but he's basically an American guy with an Israeli background.
Undergraduate degree in accounting from a top 10 undergraduate business school in the U.S., graduated.
Which John, the list maker, is able to
Michigan, Indiana, or
sniff
UT,
out. Yes.
I think, would be the choices here.
Top 10 public business schools? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes. Yep. Majored in accounting, completed his CPA exams, spent 2 years at a Big Four firm in transaction advisory
known
services.
As silver.
Yes.
Transaction advisory services, I think that means number crunching in a cubicle.
Yeah.
Also known as silver.
Right. Got out after 2 years, went to a mid-market PE shop.
Also known as
silver.
Yes.
And long-term goal, he wants to get into venture capital.
Also known as gold.
Gold. Specializing in Israeli tech businesses.
That's in a world by itself.
Okay, and his 3 target schools, Harvard, Booth, and Kellogg. What do you think?
Silver plus silver plus silver plus silver equals what, John?
Not gold.
Not gold. Okay,
yeah.
So I don't see Harvard from this background. They'll just, and it's no diss on your story and your life. There's just people where every part here that we've identified as silver, there are people just like you who present gold. So somebody with a 740 GMAT and a 3.8, and we'll even call it a CPA, but went to a better school, went to an Ivy school, and then instead of working at a Big Four in transaction services, worked at maybe McKinsey or Bain, and then
went KKR,
and then went to a gold PE firm. Okay, that describes a lot of people that Harvard Business School is going to take.
Yeah.
They won't even take all of them.
Yeah.
So, but those people are gold equals possibly gold.
And they're ahead in the line.
They're ahead. That's an excellent way to put it.
Yeah.
We don't know how those people are viewed in the eyes of God, okay? Who can look into their soul and their motives and their accomplishments. But in the eyes of the AdCom, those people are viewed as being ahead in the line.
Odds at Harvard, 10%?
Well, 20 to 25%.
Okay, 20, 25%. What about Booth and Kellogg?
Kellogg presents an interesting case of what it takes if you present silver credentials And Kellogg is a silvery, Kellogg I'm going to call gold-plated silver. How do you get into Kellogg? How do you break out of the pack in Kellogg? And Kellogg is open to looking at the whole story more than most business schools.
Yeah.
So then the question becomes, is this guy the Kellogg type?
There's no evidence in this profile that he is. There's no extracurriculars. There's no sense of personality.
Tell the folks what a Kellogg type is. The folks watching this don't care about this guy. They care about themselves.
Right.
And they say, ooh, Kellogg type. I don't care about this guy. Am I a Kellogg type? John?
Number one, you want
Tell them what a Kellogg type is.
You want immediate professional presence. You want to be something of an extrovert, a very likable personality, someone who can work and play really well with others.
Teamwork.
Absolutely. And collaboration underlined and in bold. And I don't see that in this profile. Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist,
Right.
Because maybe it exists.
This guy wrote
there's no
a
evidence
very
of it.
short profile.
Yeah, it's sparse.
So maybe he's left out all of his collaboration and teamwork.
And his extras.
And, extras and working with, puppies and lost kittens.
So there's no evidence, however, in what we have in front of us that suggests that you're an easy Kellogg candidate.
That you have value add for Kellogg. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whether you're a Kellogg type or not is the question. And if we had to guess, just based on the information in front of us, I would say no.
So 30%?
At Kellogg, yeah.
What about Booth? At 710 could get in the way at Booth.
Booth is, here's a question for you, John. Booth is harder or easier to get into than Kellogg?
Well, I think it's different. I don't know that it's harder because if you look at the acceptance rate at Kellogg.
That's why people like me and don't like it.
Acceptance rate at Kellogg is actually lower than it is at Booth.
Uh-huh.
But Chicago is much more quantity, and it's reflected in their average GMAT score, which is higher than Kellogg's. So I think that the 710 is a hindrance to him at Booth.
Yeah, Booth seems to be on when in doubt, U.S. News rankings.
They're in an arms race with Ward.
Yeah, they're in an arms. Yeah, Booth seems to be very concerned about supporting their stats, and this guy's not going to help. So I don't see, and he doesn't offer anything else either.
So odds at Booth,
Low.
30, 20,
Yeah.
30, 25, 30,
Yeah.
around there. Okay, so one
Where does this-
takeaway
where
is should he go?
Yeah.
Okay. He's got to expand this list of target schools.
To schools that are, 7 to 15 U.S. News,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And those schools are quintessentially.
Well, you can
This is what John is good at. He makes all these lists.
Yale, Tuck, Duke,
I'm not seeing this.
NYU.
Yeah, Duke, Darden, NYU, Cornell, Michigan, USC. What am I leaving out? Those are the places.
Well, I mean, you said UNC. It could be
USC.
Yeah. Well, UNC could be a place for him.
Yeah.
Indiana could be a place for him. Those are both incredibly good schools with great MBA programs.
Right.
He's not going to become a VC out of those two schools, I don't think.
This guy's not going to become a VC out of any place.
So,
tell him why.
well,
I take it back. He does work for. I take it back. He does work for a private equity firm.
Yeah.
So that
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got an accounting degree, which some people respect.
well, would Columbia take him with a 710? Maybe not.
No.
What if he applies early decision?
Yeah, here's some tough love, Mr. Silver. Take the GMAT again. This raises another question. When do you retake a 710? The answer used to be never, but now, this is not me, folks. I'm just reporting on what's out there.
Well, given his ambitions, he should
Yeah.
retake and try to get a
This
higher score.
730 could make a difference for this guy. 730 for this guy. Could really make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, if he had a wider range of schools that he was applying to, I'd say you might be okay with your 710, but not given your ambition to want to get in the Harvard booth and hail out.
I don't mean to support this arms race, but getting a better GMAT score is often the easiest and most powerful thing you can do.
Okay, two takeaways. Retake the GMAT, expand the list of schools you're applying to, get into some of the, bottom 10, maybe upper
7 through 15.
20 something.
US
And we think you're going to go and you're going to do well.
And then it becomes what has become a famous term in these video reports, a license to hustle.
Right. There's another option for this guy, given his 3 languages, his Israeli and Belgian background, and that option is INSEAD or London Business School. And those options are not bad options for you, frankly.
Not a bad idea. 1 year at INSEAD, hustle.
10 months program.
Rework your Israeli contacts.
Yeah, that could actually be a really good solution for you. And I'd say his odds at INSEAD, what do you think they are? He's got a good background.
INSEAD?
And he's got the U.S. thing going.
He's got an American passport?
3 languages?
Please. You're in. Welcome to INSEAD. Shalom. Welcome to INSEAD.
Okay, your choice.
He's got another possibility.
What's that?
Venture capital, specializing in Israeli tech businesses. Move to Israel and join a venture capital firm.
That's possible. Or go to an Israeli school. I'd say INSEAD over that option.
Interesting question.
Yeah.
If this guy is connected to Israel, and if we had someone here as an expert in Israeli venture capital, it's possible those Israelis, we don't need no stinking MBA,
Well,
seriously.
There you go. Expand the list of schools.
No, let me build that out.
Yeah.
The Israeli venture capital, American venture capital firms, they don't need an MBA either. They just use it as a filter.
Yeah, screen. Yep.
Right. They say, what we like, we know you didn't learn a single thing in business school that is of interest to us. We respect business school because you can sit still, eat the stuff they throw out, and digest it and spit it back.
Right.
That is why American VC firms require an MBA. Israeli business firms might not stand on that kind of ceremony.
Yeah.
They might go, look, this is Israel. We're tough and we're down to earth and we're ready to rock and roll. And we're busy actually building, new ventures here. So if you can do it, we'll take you. And you've got enough of a track record to convince us. So,
but
that's what I meant.
remember, this guy has a CPA, which stands for.
Couldn't put up with accounting, but
because he got into PE.
Yeah.
But given that background, he may want a little more rounding with a general management education, to be honest. I sense that in this profile.
Possibly.
Yeah.
All
right. Apply to INSEAD.
Good suggestion.
A few more schools. If you really are ambitious in terms of the schools that you want to get into, retake the GMAT. Get it up 20 points at least. And then you're going to be on your road to a great school and a great career. This is John Byrne with Poets and Quants.
Shalom and adios, Sandy Kreisberg, the HBS guru.
We'll see you on the road to your MBA.